Fire burning wild and bringing me to life.
Ooh, good. It unmuted me. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lordy. Lordy. Sorry. Let's cover that up. Anyways, um, so I don't know. Mr. X and Jim and BJ are all done, and I wanted to share with you guys my state fair haul. So if you guys get a chance to see this later, you'll know what you guys can get at your state fair. Maybe I don't know. At the Minnesota State Fair, we have like all kinds of stuff that they give away, especially in the education building. It's really crazy. They have all kinds of stuff inside there, and and Rick actually helped me get some of the stuff too. He gave me a bag of his stuff that he got when so it was I oh my god, it's kind of nice. But look at what I got. I always used to do this when my kids are little because it was just I was a single mom and raising kids, and I had to save money where I could. So I used to always go to the education building when the state fair would come around, and I get all this stuff. I got pencils, I got pens, and I literally Rick totally stole this from somebody. He's got a story. It was funny. So I got like 7 pens. I think it's seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pens, 3 pencils, and then check this out, you guys. This is like one of the really, really cool things. This is for like people like me who need like a little magnifying glass. So, you know, and it's got a little calculator on it, and it's solar powered. So yeah, it's really cool. It's from AARP. I don't really qualify for AARP yet, but yeah. Oh, I'll look at the comments. Who's here today? Hi, Texas. Hi, Mr. X. Do you guys want to come up and comment on my little haul of stuff crap? You guys, as long as you show me your face, or well, Mr. X, I trust who you are. But hold on, I'll do this. I'm hoping, and if I get porn bombed, I'll beat somebody's fucking ass, anyways. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to come up, but anybody else, BJ, if you want to come up and talk to me about my not my U-Haul, but my state fair. Okay, there it is. And then you guys, like literally I was bitching at every time I would go over to Rick's house, he didn't have coasters for his table. I'm like, oh, we need coasters. Sure enough, look at this. Coasters. Got a whole set. Vibe Higher Blend. Oh, look at that cannabis infused sparkling whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Oh, can I put that up there? Yeah, it is. It is YouTube. So, anyways, then we got a bunch of these ones. Minnesota Department of Veterans. These are actually kind of neat little posters. You can take those anywhere. It's like put it in your purse and stuff. And like, if you want to be polite a little bit, and you can do that at your friend's house. The stars aligned for the coaster. I know. Yes, they totally did. And you know what? Also, for a pizza cutter. You're not gonna believe this. I got a freaking free pizza cutter. Literally, check this out. I needed one, and I was like, shit, yeah. This lady had them in a box behind her. The state of Minnesota was giving them away. Can you believe that? Of course, I pay for all this crap. Figures. But then I got a bunch of these. Look, I got some sunglasses. I got a bunch of stuff. Yeah. What do you think? Are they me? Is it working? Is it working? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Over
come
here.
you're coming out through there and not my earbuds? Shit, that's okay. That's okay.
I
What's
just
up?
posted in our the XNN community tab that I'm over here, so I don't know if that'll help bring a few people over or not. But it's not you on. I want to see what's up real quick. What do you got going on?
Well, I was just showing everybody all the free stuff I got at the freaking state fair this year. Dude, I got a look at all these carabiners. I got
Nice.
3 carabiners. Like, everybody needs these all the time, right?
Yeah, those are nice to have.
Yeah, and then look at this really cool keychain. That one of
What is
those.
that?
It's a keychain.
Oh, it's like 2 keychains.
Yeah, and you can separate them like you want to drop your keys or drop your car off, and you just give them the key fob, that kind of a thing.
I thought it was a metal match at first. I thought it was a magnesium stick.
No. And then look at this eyeglass cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Nice little fiber thingy there. I got
Oh,
another pair of
sanitation rag.
a drink cup.
Look at you. You would be crazy to take to Mardi Gras because you would just be grabbing everything, all the little free trinkets they throw out.
Oh, they give that stuff away for free.
Oh, yeah.
No, I like I was saying, like when my kids were younger and I was a single mom, and I used to go to the state fair and get all these pens and pencils and notepads and just all this free stuff for school supplies.
Nice.
So, like, pens and pencils and stuff.
Now,
But
let me
what
ask
is
you this.
Poncho? Yeah.
I was going to ask you, do you have the free StreamYard? I mean, I don't see the little man. Do you pay for StreamYard?
I do pay for StreamYard. I
Oh,
think
okay.
they have 10 people on.
Oh, okay. Just curious. I didn't know because, yeah, you don't have the free one, and I know you don't go on very often. So, or maybe you're going on more often these days. I don't know.
Well, no, when I do things, I record on it and then I transfer it and stuff. But I go on different platforms. You guys don't really. I mean, I just kind of bounce around. I don't have like a show other than like what I stream with my friend Ghost, which I'm a little worried about because we didn't stream and he didn't call me yesterday. And so I'm a little worried about him. I don't know what's going on with Ghosty. I know that he was having some problems. Yeah, he's my guy over in the UK. It's my buddy.
How many subscribers you got over here?
I have 150.
Do you hit the community tab and say, hey, listen, I'm live or I'm going live or?
I don't a lot just because I just kind of do it on a whim. And I feel like if I'm going to do it, that I just allow the Lord to bring in that one or two because I'm really out there for that one, and I'll leave the 99 to go get that one. You know what I mean? I'm like that. That's the kind of thing.
I want the bad ones.
You want the bad ones? You want all the bad things? You know what?
I am the bad one.
Yeah, they'll watch the stream. Like people will watch my stream like later, and that's cool. And then they like to do hate streams. You know how that goes.
Yeah, if anybody does, I do.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. I mean, since I got a phone call real quick, I mean, so I was going to return a phone call. I saw somebody. Could I just return a phone call here live?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let's see who this is. I have a feeling I know who this is.
Who is it? You gonna put him on live?
Making a call right now. Calling somebody back.
I'm here.
Hey, so I'm live on Gina's right now. I got you live on one of these shows. Is this Joy? What's going on?
What time did you start your show? I'm sitting there. You said it was going to be pushed back. I was waiting until 7:30, and then I kept sitting there chatting, and then the next thing I know, I'll check one more time.
Where were you watching it at?
Right there on my iPad.
No, but what channel?
On Jim Terry, on the channel that you was on.
Oh, I mean, we did it. We were on there for like 2 hours.
What time did you start?
7:30, I think, Pacific.
Well, that's a.
Yeah, we were on there for 2 hours. It should be reloading right now. Yeah, I mean, Gina you were in the chat, Gina, right?
Yeah, I was in the chat. I thought I seen you in there once or twice.
Yeah, we thought we saw you in the chat.
I was in the chat, but it didn't say that it was starting, so I kept chatting, and the next thing I know, I'm gonna check one more time.
Yeah, because it was going to be at 7. I pushed it back to 7:30 because they were doing some internet stuff here, and I was worried the internet might go out, so they were repairing something. Got back, and then we started at 7:30 Pacific. Fuck.
Okay, well, I'll listen to the replay. So you're on Gina's right now?
Yeah, we're on Gina's right now. We're live right now. You're live.
Tell your best friend Marzi girl.
Okay, I'll go over there.
Yeah, tell Marzi girl.
Fuck you and him too.
What
I
did
think Jim did a roundabout and went by, and she had him in the bathtub with him, blowing bubbles.
No, we spoke to her today, and I told her, I said, I checked it again today, and it's still showing that it wasn't picked up. And then she said to me that it has been. So, and she's like, well, it's Sunday today. I go, Marcia, you sent it out on the 31st. It
Whatever
would.
that tracking thing says, it would tell you, because it's a holiday, it will get there a few more days later.
Right. Well, I mean, it would have gone in the next day. If she sent it on Thursday, it would be in there either Friday or Saturday. Here it is today, Sunday,
Well, even Steve said he didn't think she'd send it.
Well, she definitely paid $18 for something. I don't know.
Well,
all right. Well,
I
don't want to hog up Gina's show, but I just want to give you a call back.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right, call
Come on over, Joy.
Come over, Joy.
She's a sweetheart. Yeah, I have all of 2 people in my thing, and it's probably you and BJ or whatever.
Actually, I'm not watching it live. I mean, I'm just I just jumped up here. I'm not even looking at the numbers. I'm just that doesn't sound good. But I just want to jump over here and just say hi because I saw you were on live, and I figured I'd come up for a couple minutes because I was closing everything down, and I saw you were over here, so I figured.
I know I'm terrible. I don't put out like a bunch of things, and
I put it out on the XNN site, but I put out so many posts. I don't know. Oh, there's Joy. I don't know if a lot of people are going to get that because I've been doing a lot of posts, so I think they only get like 2 notifications. But anyway, where's Rick at?
Yeah, 11:19. What's that?
Where's Rick at?
Rick is at home, and he's trying to get
Tyrone at.
Tyrone, yeah, he's trying to get me to sneak over there, which I actually might do. It's really
what?
early.
And,
I don't have to work
what?
tomorrow. What?
And do what?
That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
That sounds like sinning to me. It sounds like sinning.
That's probably exactly what I'm doing. Stop it!
I need to tell you about somebody that I know that I think you need to get to know a little bit better.
Who's that?
My Lord.
Oh my God. I love the Lord. I am so into God. I'm so into Jesus. I'm a Jesus freak.
Well, I don't know if we have the same Lord or not.
I'm not perfect.
Well, let me tell you about my God.
Okay, tell me.
He sits upon a mountaintop. He looks down upon everybody and, is very strong. He rules with an iron fist. My God is named Crumb.
Who the fuck is Crumb?
Crumb.
What is
CROM? Crumb is my God.
Crumb?
Crumb.
Crumb?
You don't know Crumb?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you need to learn about that.
Picture of him?
Yeah, I can tell you who Crumb is.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Can I show the video? I can't show it on here because it's YouTube. Yeah, I can't show.
Why not?
Well, I don't want you to get struck for me showing some video or something.
Oh, is it? Oh.
It's from a movie.
I should have did it on Rumble.
I did.
No, I mean I should have did my thing. You know what's so funny is if I stream this to YouTube, it automatically posts to my Rumble after the fact.
Oh, you got them linked up.
What? Yeah, I guess. I don't even know how. Yeah, it's weird. Oh yes, Tyrone is very handsome. He's ridiculously hot.
I heard Tyrone's a little slow.
No, Rick. You see what I deal with here?
What? I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I did. This is what happened.
There he is.
Oh my God.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm here.
He's being a nerd. He wants me. Okay, I'll talk to you later, baby.
You want me to hang up?
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to.
Look at that painting in the background with the flowers.
Oh my God, tell them about this painting.
The yellow one. Did you do that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Oh, it's like different panels. Okay. Oh, nice.
You did not make that.
He did?
God, no, he didn't.
Oh.
No,
my
I
fault.
bought it. I bought it from a Japanese guy.
Yeah,
bought
'cause
it
it
from a
has kind of
Japanese
an
guy.
Asian flair to it.
He's got a lot of art in his house. He's an art lover.
Okay,
That's
cool.
why, yeah, I think that's why he likes me. I don't know. Anyways, so I want to talk about the stuff I got for free.
I saw some of that. Hurry up.
Did you see? Look at. I got this great fan. What do you think?
Okay.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I want to run that whole place.
I don't think
down.
you're gonna have
Well,
to worry. I don't think that guy's
Mr. X, it was a
running yet.
pleasure to talk to you and see you tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off to let Dina do her haul from the State Fair.
Yeah, let me
Okay,
see what you
yeah,
got real
okay.
quick. All right.
You know what? He
Got
got
it.
a bunch of this shit for me too. Check this one out.
What does this say? We need first responders like you. 911 dispatch. What? That'd be great for Marzi Girl.
Yeah.
That's
They need
Bob's old job.
therapists. Yeah. Anyways, there was more. Hold on. Oh my God. Then they had these broads out
What
there.
is it?
The Fed explained they had the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis. They had a booth out there, and so I started asking questions that they couldn't fucking answer. I said, whatever. Man,
No, what a
it was bad.
boring fair.
It was sad. Shut up.
Number one Minnesota fan.
Yeah, I like Minnesota. I like the seasons and shit. But this was a cute little one.
Treat people like people. It's that easy.
Yeah, now get this. I actually they had like a bunch of posters, and I haven't even unwrapped them, but I want to see. There's a whole collection of them.
Okay.
So, oh, this is interesting. In fact, you know what? I wonder if I shouldn't put this on the other thing. So it's just a poster, and it actually has statistics.
What is that about the SAG strike or something?
No, it actually says in 2021 there were 10,083 allegations of emotional abuse, 8,574 allegations of physical abuse, and it just goes on about sexual abuse, financial abuse, and caregiver neglect. I didn't even know about this.
Do you know American Dream?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. I mean, like, you mean the one that streams?
Yeah, there's a guy in here who says hi. I don't know him.
Oh, hi. Hi, American Dream. How are you? I can't. You know what? I don't normally. Here, there we go. Hi. Yeah.
Max Headroom.
I love that one. Anyways. Oh, yeah. So they got a big poster of that. I don't know what else it came with. Oh, my. What's this say? Okay, so this is a bunch. I think it's a lot about a bunch of abuse stuff.
Like, was it
It's,
trafficking or something?
It says treatpeoplelikepeople.org. So if you're interested, but I don't know, it says we are mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, daughters, sons, wives, husbands, friends, neighbors. The abuse stops with us. So it's a bunch of abuse posters. Very interesting. I didn't know that.
What a happening fair.
It was.
They don't have corn dogs. They don't have elephant ears there. What do they got there?
I don't know. Where is this one? Oh, yeah. This one was my favorite. I love this one.
The guy's 80 years old. He's not going to run again.
Oh my God! Yes, he is. He's a.
Yeah, they might not have anybody else. They'd rather have a corpse. But
It's ridiculous. I just can't even imagine why. Okay. Oh, here we go. I like this one. I'm a Fed fan.
Fed fan. God.
And then, of course, I got the ARP one.
Yeah, I saw the calculator. That looked nice.
That was really nice. I actually got 2 of those. I'm a fan of the HCSO. Now, these guys actually pulled their school resource officers out of some schools because the schools told them that they couldn't use their use of force and that they couldn't lay their hands on the children.
Huh.
Unless if it was greater than great bodily harm. Weird. I'd be like, no, okay. Yeah, I know. It's boring stuff. I get into boring Wearing
That's okay. I mean,
political-
I've already been on a long time. I just want to come over here and say hi. I'm not going to stay on ultra long, but
I want to convert you, Mr. X. I want to convert you into
what?
Into a voter.
I'm not voting. It's a waste of time
Do
in
it.
California.
Now look at, you know what they actually gave me is something right here to ask me, should Minnesota legalize, regulate gambling on professional and collegiate sport? You know,
Collegiate.
collegiate. Yes, I don't watch sports. I don't.
No, you need to.
Yeah, I'm not a thing.
Yes, I'm doctor. That's right. Thank you.
Yes, you're collegiate. Okay, so anyways, these are the kinds of questions that they're asking Minnesota voters.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let's go down the list. Ask me some of them. I'll see if we can answer them. I'll
Ask
take doctor. That's okay.
Okay, yeah, here,
Go ahead.
let's see if I can try to do this. Seems pretty cool this for okay.
Give me your go run them through real quick. I'll give you a yes or no
Question
answer.
question 2 is if a school staffer has completed active shooter training and received a permit to carry, should they be allowed to carry a firearm on school grounds? Yes or no?
I'd vote yes on that.
I did as well. And question 3, should the state prohibit manufacturers, wholesalers, and retailers from selling water in plastic containers?
Prohibit?
Yes.
No.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I would say no.
No. Should
I
terminally
don't think states should prohibit many things, but then, like there are businesses and people that make money doing that. That's what their living is, and they're going to take away something else. I would keep that one.
You put a whole
Go ahead.
industry out of freaking work. And
Right.
yeah.
And if you are worried about BPA and all that kind of stuff, then how about this? Don't drink bottled water. Go find something
there you
else.
go. You got
know.
a choice.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I think. So this is good. Should terminally ill adults have the option to end their lives with the assistance of healthcare providers?
How old?
Doesn't say. I said no. You want to know why I said no?
Yeah, I do.
Because there's going to be a lot of mental freaking illness happen, or a lot of weird anxiety that's going to arise from healthcare providers actually doing this sort of work, especially if they have a come to Jesus moment.
See, this is what I would say about that. I mean, it's a slippery slope, and I can't really give a yes or a no. But if I'm forced, figure of speech, gun to my head, and I got to give you an answer, my answer would be yes. Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
I said this about Miss T's dog, and I got a lot of shit from this, and I've heard this from people who are veterinarians. I think the greatest and final gift that you can give an animal, and I've said this before, is the ability to put them out of their misery if they're in pain. It's selfish to keep an animal alive for yourself. You know what I mean? So that's why they have the option of, putting an animal to sleep. It's really tough. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, was doing that with my cat. I've talked about this before. So with that being said, now the question is, if a person of a sound mind, does he or she have family members? What's too young? Should a 20-year-old be able to do that if they have 60 years of life in front of them? If somebody's, if they're 65 and maybe they're not as sound mind as they would have been at age 55, like what is the perfect nook? I don't know. But I look at it like this. If somebody doesn't want to be here, they don't want to be here. And if I tell you another quick little story. I had a college professor who smoked all his life, was dying of, lung cancer really bad, and he just wanted to go out his own way. And I'm shocked that he did it, but he did his own thing. I'm not going to say what it is here on YouTube, but you can figure it out. Yeah. And with that being said, I would probably lean towards yes on that, but I would want to put some caveats in that. So.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that to another human. Like that's
well,
what
you're
they
not
did
doing
for
that.
a
They're
living,
choosing that for themselves.
I kill people for a living.
I don't look at it like that, but it is what it is. Do you believe in the death penalty?
Yeah, I guess I do. I reluctantly do. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that, so conservatives will believe in that. Conservatives will go the other way with, the
I know
right to
it's
choose
right
or not to
to
choose.
do.
So at
You-
what
you got-
point? At
Well, I
what
think you
point
gotta
does a
purge
person
people
be
like
able to
that
make
from your
decisions?
society.
Well, and they're not all in the same, handbook or whatever. But I look at it like this: I want to be people to be able to have the choice of whatever they want to do. If it's the the jab, what they do with their bodies. I'm not a woman. What they want to do at the end of their life, if they're in pain, if they're in mental, like what? Who am I to tell you what you should do with your life?
That's right. All we can do is give you information and hope that, I always tell people, you know what the Lord says, I give you the choice.
The
Life or
Kevorkian
blessing,
guy
death
would
and
give you
cursing.
Kevorkian would say no to a lot of people. Like he would give you like a
Really?
thorough kind of, oh yeah, that he would 100% make sure.
So he was picky.
Well, I mean, he was also kind of providing a mental health thing. Like it had to be legit. So I mean, it just couldn't be just somebody, whose daddy got mad at him. But who am I to
Right.
judge anybody's mental health? It's a tough one. I'd have
That
to
is a
lean
toughie.
towards yes on that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to make their own decisions. And
Now, the way that that's worded without any caveats, I mean, I guess I'd have to say no because I'd want some caveats in there. I'd want some situations in there, but the general idea of it, I'm leaning towards yes. Okay,
well,
let's
that's
go on.
interesting. Next question. To reach its goal of using entirely carbon-free electricity sources by 2040, should the state lift the current freeze on nuclear power plants?
100%. You want nuclear power. If any state has that, I think that's a wonderful way for energy. I think that I wish more places had that because it's got the boogeyman, syndrome because of the situations that have happened with the very few meltdowns that have happened over a 100-year period, or maybe it's only a 60-year.
Why do you think the American people decided to put our nuclear waste plant, our nuclear waste dump on top of a freaking fault line?
You talk about the Yucca Mountain thing? I don't know.
Why-
I mean,
why
I'm
did
not
they
an
do
engineer.
this?
They have a way that they figured that out. I don't know why they did, but from what I understand, there's a great episode on, if you like Penn and Teller, their show Bullshit, where they talk about nuclear waste and, videos and films that they had about if it was traveling across the country on a
Mhm.
train and something happened to the train, what would happen and all that kind of stuff. And it's real eye-opening. I mean, I learned a lot from that. I don't think it's the boogeyman that people make it out to be. So I would like to see that be enacted. I would like to see that become a thing. Would I want to live next to a plant? No. But would I want the power? Absolutely.
I think that it's a recipe for disaster. I disagree. Anyways, but that's because I live here.
Yeah, you don't want
I
it in
think
your
that we
backyard,
should
but
line up California with them. There we go.
okay. We'll take some desalination plants too. Go ahead.
That would be great. I think that that's genius.
They have them. They don't use them. But go ahead.
Anyways,
Next one.
Okay. Should the state prohibit the sale of gas-powered lawn and gardening equipment?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
That's something they're trying to do here in California. I think that's dumb to get rid of generators that are gas powered or, weed whackers that are gas powered. I think that's so stupid. I don't like that. And people are going to say that I'm a conservative because of that. I don't give a fuck.
Well, what American Dream? What do you got to say? Come on, tell us. What's your opinion?
Yeah.
You want to come up here and talk to us?
A couple people who are in the chat, let us know what you think too. A couple of people who are here.
Yeah, the 6, whatever. It keeps going up to 6 to 7 to 2 to,
Sleeper cell numbers.
Funny. What's this say? He says, as a hospice nurse, when people have lung cancer or terminal illness, they usually treat the symptoms with morphine and Ativan.
Yeah, see, I would rather see a person, instead of them being doped up, have a choice.
What if they want to be
humane
high?
choice.
It's a joke.
No, I understand. But a humane choice, and anybody who's been through that or seen that somebody's gone through that, I mean.
I'm a smart ass. Anyways.
No,
Let's
okay.
go. Moving on. If the state has a budget surplus, should the excess be automatically returned to the taxpayers?
Yes. Jesse Ventura in Minnesota did that. They had a surplus and he returned some of it. So yes.
Makes me wonder, do welfare recipients count as taxpayers?
If they're earning money. Are they earning
They
anything?
are through the state.
So are welfare people who are only getting welfare, are they considered taxpayers?
Well, they obviously pay some sort of sales tax here and there, but all of their benefits usually are for things that are tax free, like their EBT is only good for tax free items, like food and necessity, that like food.
Right, but they're
So
getting
they're,
right. Okay, I understand.
but what
I
is
don't think
all,
that's taxed because I think that that's a benefit of being an American. You get if you run into a tough spot, you get that too. Now, people taking advantage of that system, that's a different story. But should they be considered taxed? No, I don't think so.
all right? Next
This is why I shouldn't vote because everything I want to vote for would not pass.
Okay. All right.
Mark
It
down
says,
what I say and then come back in a couple months and tell me how everything that I wanted in that state didn't pass.
Okay, well, let me do that. Let's do it. Let's do that. I didn't do any of that. Okay,
Yeah, you put
said
Gina, then put X, and we'll go through. What number? So sports gambling, yes. We both agree on that, right?
yes.
Why
yes.
would you not want commerce, business, and money to come in? People
Exactly.
winning money, they go and spend it. You know, people
Exactly.
lose
I
money.
wonder how it
goes
affects
back
the
in.
treaty system that they have here with the natives in gambling in Minnesota, because we have a few huge tribes here.
Sure.
I mean, there's a significant amount of Minnesota that is tribal land. So it's interesting.
And I think that the natives, I mean, the part of that's the double-edged sword. You know, Native Americans getting that, I think that's great. It's better than nothing. But then it's like, well, other businesses aren't allowed to have that. So it's like kind of only this one business. I think it should be 100% open. You know, you don't say that, hey, you can only get marijuana out of you know, a Native American facility. You know, so like if sports gambling is open, it should just be open everywhere. You're not going to buy your alcohol only on tribal land. It doesn't work that way. You can get it at a convenience store. Either it's open or not. But I would rather have it on tribal land than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it would keep it a lot out of the cities, anyways. Which would, unfortunately, in the cities, they need that kind of income. Just saying, just throw that out there.
Or hey, you know, put it out there, put it on tribal land for the first couple years, see how it works, see if it's good for the state, see if it's good for the tribes. If it's good for all them, then maybe you think you open it up for everybody else. I don't know.
It's much more complicated than that, especially with all the treaties that they have. It's freaking
Then
weird.
just open it up for everybody.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so what did you say about if a school staffer? Oh, you said yes, and I said yes to that one.
Yeah.
Done.
Doesn't sound like
then,
a liberal, but yeah. I
should the state prohibit manufacturers?
No, we said no. Then we don't want. I mean, if you,
No,
yeah,
that's
we
stupid.
agreed on that. Go ahead.
And then the whole terminally ill adults thing.
We disagreed on that.
Yeah, you said yes. I'm gonna put that in. I said no, and then I got all the other ones. Okay, so the next question is: should health insurance plans cover the cost of hearing aids for everyone? Plans are now required to cover the cost of hearing aids for those 18 and younger with hearing loss not correctable by other covered procedures.
I'd say yes.
I'm like, what the? Oh, yes.
Yeah, because if you're paying for health insurance, you know,
Yes.
and somebody, let's say they're born deaf or hearing impaired or hard of hearing or whatever, especially I would want to see it take care of senior citizens. I would say yes to that. So, I mean, I would say either or. Like somebody's born of a certain, if they have health insurance, they should be able to get that as a benefit. I mean, what
As
is
a
this bullshit?
businessman.
We're cutting things out. Either you're going to get it or you're not.
Okay, as a businessman.
Yeah.
Do you think that somebody who comes in to your company and you have the option that to have two different insurance plans here, and one's more expensive, but it's going to pay for his hearing aids, and one doesn't have that coverage, and you're the one that has to pay for his health insurance, because you have to pay for a portion of his health insurance. Which would you prefer to do?
I mean, I'd
You
prefer to
get
have the
yours-
two options, like you say. But I mean, also, I'm in a state with unionization that takes care of that, or I go into a situation where everybody's a 1099. So, I mean, I'm actually the opposite of that. But if I had that game plan of what you're saying, I like that two-level system. So, yeah, I'd be okay with that.
And you're one of those who, it should pay for abortions too, probably then too. Or them.
I think it should be legal. But that,
Let's not talk about it. Just don't.
I don't know. I never thought about it. I don't know.
Okay, anyway.
I'll tell you.
Well, a man,
I'm
like
not
a
a
man-
woman. It's not really my subject.
right? And it's like it's so weird because like there's men's healthcare and there's women's healthcare. They're two different things, and so it's interesting.
Yeah,
Anyways.
you guys figure that out. How about that? That would be my,
Okay. All right. What did he say? Respectfully, Jesse Ventura was an excellent wrestler and entertainer, movie star, etc., etc. As a politician, he was very naive and short in vision. Yeah,
I thought he's one of the best politicians we've had in the United States. If he ran for president, I would go out of my way to vote. I'm dead serious.
He has a lot of liberal policies, and I don't agree with a lot or some of what he did, but I do agree with some. He's more like a libertarian, I guess. Type.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, he's an independent, but I mean, he was the one that was trying to get marijuana legalized there. He helped out a lot of tribe stuff. I mean, he did a lot of stuff. He's one of the few governors that I followed. I've never stepped foot in the state of Minnesota. I followed what he did. And I also saw him, the things that I liked that he did was 4 years and out, statesman, not a person who's a lifelong politician. He raised very little money to get in. He raised less. I mean, everything that guy did makes sense. He actually also served in the military, unlike a lot of these career politicians. I mean, so, I think it's not short-sighted to say, hey, listen, I'm not going to do this all career. I'm going to come in, try to make a difference, and then move on back into the private sector. I think that's a smart thing. But then again, I'd probably be a lot more like him than most.
I mean, I know he does a lot of speaking and stuff, but does he still have a podcast or a radio show or something?
He was on, I think it was HHN or whatever that Russian television is, or RNN. But once all that war stuff started going on, he went off of it. RTV or something like that.
No, I've not heard of it. Okay, so question 9: should small farmers be allowed to sell raw milk and raw milk products such as butter, cheese, and ice cream to consumers, provided certain safety requirements are met? Heck yeah.
I'd say yes to that.
Yeah. I mean, why not? People since the beginning of time have
well, I mean, if people are willing to buy drugs off of some degenerate out in the city corner, and that technically that's illegal, why should a farmer who's working their ass off not be able to sell milk? Now that you're getting it from a farm, it might not be as regulated as somewhere else, but I mean, you're taking your chances no matter where you're at.
All right. Should the state prohibit wolf hunting?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not. I think they should regulate it. So I'm going to agree with you at this point. I think they should regulate that. If they're going to hunt wolves, they should do it out of the cities, because obviously the more population, the more risk there is in shooting a.
I mean, I don't like the idea of people telling people what to do, and I know I'm sounding contradictory here in that one, but I've obviously know a little bit about wolves and a little bit about coyotes and that stuff, and them being in the ecosystem, them being plentiful, from what my research is a smart thing. Now, if they're like a nuisance animal, like a nutria, that's a different story. I don't know if that's the case in Minnesota, but
I know that they have had a lot more. They've had an abundance more in more recent years that I thought it used the timber wolves used to be like endangered here, but no mas. I guess I really.
And they had that issue in Florida with alligators when I was growing up in Florida in the early '80s. I mean, it seemed like that was an issue. Like you can't touch them; they're endangered. Now they're everywhere. I don't know if they ever got to fully being endangered, but it was like you couldn't kill them. Now people are eating fucking gator hamburgers. But go ahead.
Ugh, yuck. I can't even imagine. Should a school voucher system be established whereby the state issues parents a voucher equal to the state's cost of educating a child for a year, and parents can then choose the school their child attends, whether public or private?
No. Here's what I don't like.
Do tell.
My parents are middle class. they worked all their life,
Right.
right? And I think a lot of Americans are this way. If your parents or a person's parents are drug addicts, fuck ups, their kids shouldn't be able to benefit the way that my parents did everything right in their life. And all of a sudden, so I used to look at it like this. I used to complain about this. I know it's going to sound selfish, but this goes alongside with this is why I feel this way, regardless if it's right or wrong. I would go to school and maybe not have a lunch. A couple kids in our family, and not because my parents couldn't afford it, but maybe because I forgot it or, I didn't get packed one or whatever it might be. But a kid, my parents are working, they both have jobs and this and that. And it's not because of lack of money or lack of love or lack of anything. It's just, there's a lot of things going on. But a kid whose parents are drug addicts, they get a free meal. They get a free this or that. And I look at it like this. If it's the other way around, you reward the people who are working the hardest. And the people who are fuck ups, you're like, hey, listen, maybe you're, if you care about your kid, maybe you want to get a fucking job. You know what I mean? And then if the kid comes home and says, hey, listen, mom, dad, listen, I'm hungry. Hopefully that'll knock them in the right direction. Maybe it won't. But I don't think that they should be rewarded for being fuck ups.
Well, like getting a school voucher?
Yeah.
And being able to take that and go, hey, you know what? Even though that they have their lines drawn, if I want to send my kid to a different school and they're willing to accept my child as long as I, get in there and stuff, I should be able to give that money that the state would normally use at some other school. I should be able, as a parent, say, you know what? I would prefer if my child goes there and they're willing to accept him. But that would be more for like a parent that would go out and do it.
Yeah, and you're a parent, so maybe you're more, keen to this than me, and I'm not a parent, but I would look at it like this. We call the OTT platform the country club. You want me just to you pay $30 a month? It's fair for you to pay $30 a month, and then I open it up to other people for free? That's why I tell Jim, I don't like giving out free codes. It makes me feel uncomfortable. There's people who are paying their good hard-earned money. They're working, they're doing the right thing, and they're paying to watch us, and we're going to give out that code. That's why Margie Girl's got the heat she's got. Get a fucking job. Clean your act up. Now
I understand what you're saying.
Clean
Obviously, limits,
and people are like, well, what about the kids?
What if American Dream says, I'm on someone else's panel or I'd go up with y'all's permission? Of course, but I'm talking... Tell my buddy effed online. What?
I don't know.
I can't.
You don't know who they are. Don't bring them up.
Yeah, no. To ensure authorities are properly prepared to deal with animal cruelty crimes and enforce animal cruelty statutes, should the state create an Office of Animal Protection?
Well, that's
go
ahead.
I think that's ridiculous. But
really?
Yes, I do. Because they already have animal control. Why wouldn't they have animal cruelty to animals? It's a crime. It's already governed by the state. It's an arrestable offense. What the fuck? We got to create another fucking no. I mean,
if there's a surplus in money in that state, like there has been in the past, and I guess it doesn't, and that agency, I mean, I don't like additional regulations and all that stuff either, but if this is going to sound crazy, I'd rather protect animals than drug addicts. So I would say yes to that. Because an animal can't make a decision. Most of them don't have decision making on their own. Some asshole gets a dog, and because they wanted a cute puppy, but I put that back on people. The animal can't make the decision.
I don't know why, but I feel like my state would vote and lean more towards more answers than mine. So
see, I feel like they would lean more towards yours, but your state better than me.
No, this is you know what? We got a bunch of. Never mind. I just.
Continue on. Is that it?
Lord help me. Yes, that was the end of it.
So when does that vote happen?
This is just a poll, actually. It was a state fair poll, and it ends. They're actually going to show the results on the House, the www.house.mn.gov. after the state fair is over. Pretty much right away, they said when they close, I'm thinking tomorrow night. So we'll find
All
out.
right.
To
Well,
see
let
what
me know
other
because I mean, I could always have you come up on my show, or I come back to your show, and then go over it and see what they say.
I'm very curious. Yes.
See
we'll
if
find
you're
out.
right. See if I'm right. I mean, I guess there's no right. Hey, what's up, Riz man? What's up?
I'm always right. I'm just kidding. Hi, Riz man. Hey, Mr. S. Just found you. Didn't know you were on.
I posted on my community tab, but maybe the alerts didn't go out on the XNN. But anyway,
Or
I
they
want to get
said,
out
oh.
of here. I mean, Rizman just got here, but I've been on here for 30 minutes. We had a show earlier tonight on the Best of Jim Terry TV and Mr. X TV on the OTT platform. That was a couple hours, and then we're coming back tomorrow night. But
Well, I appreciate you stopping by. That was fun for me because
yeah, I'm glad we
you know,
went through that.
yeah, and
The
I
one
will
that
talk.
I'm the most surprised in all those questions is the one about choosing the person, being able to choose to end. I mean, that's a provocative topic, but
Yeah, like a physician-assisted suicide or whatever. Yeah,
it's a real
shit, can I say
slippery.
that word?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're not. That's one of the things you're not allowed to talk about on here, or something like that. But
Well, I was just reading the Minnesota House of Representatives.
well, I mean, we're not getting that deep into it. I mean, it's a part of a poll. It's not like we're telling anybody to do anything. But
Dear God, no, don't do it. Oh, I can't say that either, can I? Oh my God, you know what? This is why I don't really stream that much on YouTube. This is why I usually just put artwork up. That is why that's what I do on YouTube. I don't really.
Well, it's interesting to me because you ask the questions and you get into questions about other things. But I think a lot of these subjects are being approached now because some people want them. I mean, 15 years ago, nobody was talking about sports gambling except for me and Jim.
Right, and why I thought that was interesting that they have that, but they've been talking about that because we have a place called Running Aces here in Minnesota, and it's like a state-run card house.
Yeah,
and it's all card gambling. It's card tables.
Well, it was federally made legal. Sports gambling was not too long ago, so that's why it's popping up. But it's like, if this is what I look like, and at least within California, if they're going to have weed shops and that, first they tried it out with the medical, then I don't like weed. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like to be around it. I don't like people smoking it. I don't have a problem with people smoking it. I just don't want to be around it. Just like I don't want to be around a bunch of drunks. You know what I mean? So I don't care if people drink. I just don't like to be around it. Call me a prude or whatever. But I can't bet on the fucking Lakers. It makes no sense to me. I can't wrap my hand around it. So it's everywhere. You get off the plane in LA or Vegas and you smell it right away. It stinks. It smells like a skunk. But I can't I can't bet on the Lakers or the football game that has 80,000 people in there. And it's my money. I earned it. It
makes you wonder, I mean, what is the thought process behind it? I mean, I understand, like, back in the day, when they came out with like television and radio, I mean, there was just things you just didn't do because it was inappropriate. Well, now any sense of propriety for any given subject that there is out the window because, well, we are who we are, and as I guess Americans, we just totally.
It just seems like the ones that are legal are the ones I don't like. And the ones that I think that make that make them like really, I mean, not that I would use this, but I mean, let's just be honest. Let's go ahead and make prostitution legal at the same time too, because if that's regulated and organized and figured out and safer, I think that would solve more problems than it would create. I know you're probably anti that too, but
you know what? If a broad wants to freaking do that, I guess. I just. Ugh.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I don't care, but it just
you're not doing it. Nobody's asking you to do it. Nobody's asking.
This was Mr. X's show. It's okay.
No, it's not mine. It's Gina.
It's not. He just stopped by here because he had pity on me.
Well, I mean that, and I want to show up, see what you're doing. I mean, I don't mind snooping in here and driving, see if I can get a few people over here. But you've been a part of our show, so that's the least I could do is jump in here for 30 minutes or so and say hi.
I'm still working on my ex my Ode to Mr. X video.
Good. I want to see it.
I'm working on it still, but I want to get different clips, and I'm trying to time it out right, and I'm trying to get newer clips and stuff. Pictures, snapshots, I should say. But, you know, I need you to go out into the real world with that mask on so I get better.
Of all these people that are creators, I've been out, when especially the haters that we have, there's more photos and more footage of me out in the real world as Mr. X. Like, you can find more footage of me out there in the real world, like at comic book conventions and this and that as Mr. X, than you can find Watcher of Crazy. Go find a video of Watcher of Crazy anywhere. You won't find it. But you've seen tons of videos of Mr. X at Comic-Con and walking around in a full outfit with a fucking cape on. So we see a lot of these videos like where I'm out there. I mean, not a ton, but more so than a lot of these people. Like, here's another example. How often do you see Salty Pancakes out and about?
I don't even.
I mean, you don't see these.
Don't pay
outside of
attention.
it.
I know that guy. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, you don't. Most of these creators, you don't see them out and about anywhere, or people that pop up on channels. You don't see them. Like, maybe they might be driving around, but are they in real life walking around in that mask? No, I think I'm the only one who's done that.
Well,
you know,
you're supposed to. You're Mr. X.
That's right.
I love it. I love Mr. X persona.
That's right. It's part of my attitude in real life too. All right, well, I'm out of here.
So yes, thank you for stopping by, Mr. X. You have a wonderful evening.
Tell Rick
we'll
I said
I will. God. Yes, okay. I know he's watching. He's waiting for me to come over there.
I heard Rick has herpes.
He does not. He's such a no, he does not. Oh, hell no. Anyways, let's go on with my haul. I got this cute little cup cozy. Keep my drinks cool for my cup. There you go. Got the cup. And I got this really great members directory of the Minnesota Legislature 93rd session. Every legislator and their picture. You know who you can harass. Okay. And some notepads. And all of these freaking bags. Look at all these bags. I got 2 more too. So that's all the crap I got. This is my, by far, one of my most favorite things that I got. So you can have one too if you go to the Minnesota State Fair. I gotta cover myself up because I can't believe this is a terrible angle. Anyways, okay, guys. It was fun. I only do short streams because otherwise, if I'm out here too long, you know what happens? I get myself into a lot of trouble on YouTube. And then I get banned or, all that other crap. And we don't want to do that today. Because I like putting my art up on ScrewTube or YouTube. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys. I think Jim and X have a show tomorrow night. Definitely go check it out. I don't know what time it is, but check out Mr. X's channel community tab because he will have that information there, I believe. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go surf the web. Or maybe I'll go to Rick's house. Bye. I wonder if I got an outro. Let me see if I got an outro. All I have is my Viper outro, and I absolutely love it, so I'm going to play that one. I hope you guys don't mind. You don't mind, do ya? I can find it. Oh my god, I don't even know where it is. There I am. There it is. Oh, I like that one too.